Welcome back to Further Solutions Academy. Further Solutions Academy. Don't forget to share our video across to your friends. Subscribe. If you have not subscribed before, kindly press the subscribe button for direct update from us. On this video, I'll be working on shapes, which is three-dimensional shapes. It's also known as solid shapes. Let me just put solid shape. It's also known as solid shape. That is what these three-dimensional shapes is all about. I'll be starting, with cubic. Now, let me first tell you about cubic, and I will show you how cubic look like. By the end of this video, you understand what is the property of cubic and how to handle problems on cubic. Just trust me. Okay, let me first draw what is called cubic. Don't forget that cubic, we are talking about, okay, now this is a cubic. Can you see? This is a very good example of cubic. Can you see? This place is equal to this place. This, I'm just improvising. I don't know, maybe it is equal or not. I don't know. But, I'm very sure that once it's called cubic, this is equals to this, equals to this, equals to this, equals to this, equals to this. Now, before I move further, let me try to draw what is called cubic and try to tell you what is called cubic. This is a cubic. Let me draw it on the board. Permit me to use this like this. It must be a square. This is a square. I don't know, but let's see, it's a square. Is a square? Is a square. Now, I will pick up the way my teacher taught me, Mr. Kiyot, when I was in primary school. Kudos to him, sir. I really appreciate you. Okay. Hope it's not too big. Another square is also must be squared, 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 squared. Okay, and I have this, and I have this, and I have this, and I have this. Now, this is a very good example of what a square shape, a cube shape. Now, let me tell you something. This place is called face. This place is called face. Now, this place, anyhow you call it, this is called vertex. Vertex. Now, this place is called edge. It's called edge. And there is also someone that's very common. Okay, let me try to explain to you. This can be length, this can be breadth, and this can be what? Height. But since it's square, this is cube. Note that what my L will be equals to what? Breadth equals to what? Height. That is what, let me put height. That is what I'm trying to. It means they are equal. They are equal. Now, please let me use my, I have some things here to work on. Now, look at very good example of the shapes called cube. Now, can you see? This is called shape, cube. Can you see? L, L, L. Now, my own, I put L, breadth, and what? Height. Some people, why it's called three-dimensional shapes? Because it has length, it has width, and it has height. That is what. Can you see? They are equal. Length, length, length. This is cube. Now, let me make it so real so that you can be able to see it. Now, this is a very good example of what? Cubic shape. Can you see? That is a very good example of what? Cubic shape. Now, let me try to work on the property. This is called edges. This place is called edges. Now, can you see the edge? This place is called vertex, vertex. Why this place is called edges? And what else? This can be height, length, and what? Height, length, and breadth. Height, length, and width or breadth. That is what we are talking about. Please, this is a very, very good example of what? Cubic shape. Cubic shape. Cubic shape. Don't forget that. It's a very good example of cubic shape. Now, I just want you to know that This is a very good example of what? And also is cubic shape. Now, let me try to talk about the property of what? Cubic shape. Before we move on. Number one, the property. Properties. Now, the property number one, it has it has all its face in a square. In a square. Now, which I was telling you that time, can you see that this is the face, this is the face, which I told you here, this is the face, this is the face, this is the face, and this is the face, and this is the face. Can you see that this place is a square, this place is a square, is a square, is a square, is a square, is a square. All the faces are what? Square. If I throw it down, no matter how where it's coming up from, you won't know the difference. The only thing that is there is the color. The color differ. We have green, we have other colors. Now, do you get me right? Now, the faces are equal. That is very, very, it has the equal faces, which is the square faces. Now, number two, all the faces or side have equal dimension. Equal dimensions. All faces has what? Equal dimensions. It has equal dimension. Another thing we need to work on, another thing is the plane angle of the cube are the right angle triangle. Right angle. Right angle. Now, what right angle means, look at this. Sorry, I have to use the shape very well. These are the angles. Look at this. This place is an angle. Is an angle. This is a 90, which is right angle triangle. This is what I'm saying. Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Now, all the angles are what? Right angle triangle. When you have right angle means that's 90 equal to 90. This is an example of 90 right angle. This is right angle. But if I now have something like this, that should become right angle triangle. But right angle itself, this is right angle. Please take note of those things. It's very, very important. Now, another thing, another property I want us to work on is that each of the faces meets the others. Four faces. And the other one is that another one, each of the vertices meets the three faces and three edges. Another one, the edges opposite to each others are parallel. That is what you will need to understand about cuboid. Now, they are parallel to each other. This is what I mean. Can you see? Number one, look at this. This is a vertex. 1, 2, 3. Meet on this. Let me come again. Let me have a, sorry, this has been instruction material that I've been improvised for a long time. 1, 2, 3. Can you see? That is vertex. Now, edges. This is the edge. 1, 2, and 3 edges. That is what I'm trying to explain. Now, they are parallel. Look at this. This is parallel, this is parallel, and this is parallel. That is what I just tried to work on here. Now, what else do I need to work on? Okay, don't forget that we have, this is a solid shape. It means the volume, my volume will be equals to, my volume of a keyboard will be what? L raised to power 3, which is L raised to power 3, because I said L equals to breadth equals to what? It means the volume equals to what? L raised to power 3. Now, another thing we want us to work on is that surface area. Surface area of a cube. Current area of a cube will be equals to 6. Now, why are we talking about 6? Can you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, we have 6 faces. Oh, sorry, let me leave this paper behind. Now, I have 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means I'm talking about 6 faces multiplied by, one of the faces is a square, multiplied by a square shape. What is our square shape? That will be length times length, which I'll be having 6 multiplied by what? L squared. Now, the unit will be what? Cube. I mean centimeter squared. Why? This one will be centimeter cube. Please, the unit is very important. Please, I beg you, whenever you have to solve any question on cubic, on any shapes, learn to put the what? The unit, you know. And if the surface area of a cube is squared, if it is volume of a cube is cube, it can be meter cube, it can be centimeter cube, it can be millimeter cube, anyhow you have to. And don't forget some little conversion is very, very important, because at this point it's very common to be working on a liter, or yes, on a liter. Yes, liter is very common. I think at WAEC level, at Positemi and other international, even GRE and all those quantitative exams, you'll be talking about what? The volume, which is liter. You have to know how to relation between centimeter cube and liter cube, and also understand the relation between meter cube and liter. Take note of those things. They are very important. I think with what I've explained, you can see what cube is. This is how to draw cube. Don't forget that it must be equal. And this is a very good example of a what? Of a cube, which has what? 6 faces. That's 6 faces. And the volume is what? Length, breadth, and width. And also it has all the faces are squared. All the faces or side have equal dimension, which I've explained that. The plane angle of the cube are the what? Right angle, which I've explained that. What is right angle? This is a right angle. This place is called right angle. Right angle. Now, but if I now put something like this, it becomes a right angle triangle. It means one of the angles is 90 out of the 3 angles. Now, each of the faces meets the other 4 faces, which I've explained that. Each of the vertices, I've explained, this is a vertex. Now, vertices means is a plural of vertex. Take note of that. It means, and okay, and the 3 faces are, that's 3 edges. Permit me, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, now with this, I think you should be able to understand it better the way I do. And the volume of a cube is equals to 3 cube squared, and L cube. Volume of a cube is what? L cube. And also surface area of a cube is 6 multiplied by what? The area, one of the area of the square. Now, and that is what I'm going to work on to make this video very nice, so that it will be fine for everyone. Let me try to show 1 or 2 examples for better understanding. I have a lot of questions there. Permit me to leave this because you can see what cube is all about now. Okay, and permit me to rub this. I have to rub this. Forget this edge. I think I've used it. Let me drop everything. Let me just drop everything. Can you see mathematics is a very nice subject? What you just need to do, follow us up, kindly chat us for better. You can see our number at our back. at my back so that you are free to call, also request for our online class. There won't be any problem. Now, I have a problem there, which is a question that I want us to work on. Now, find the volume and the surface area of I don't know, please help me to do this very well. And drew mine. It must be a square, all squared. Okay, now, sorry, there are many ways of drawing it, but this is how my teacher, when I was in primary school, taught me. And you can do it. 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1. And 3x minus 1. Now, this question is given to me by somebody, and he said that one of my students from one of those schools, he said, "Uncle, please help me solve this." I was like, oh, it's very simple solution to this problem. Let's try to work it. Don't forget, we are looking for what? So volume and surface area. Now, my volume of a cube equals to what? L cube, centimeter. Now, please, let's put unit here. Unit, and what? It's good to put units so that we know what I'm talking about. Now, since I have that, it means I will be talking about 3x minus 1 bracket of what? Cube. Because my head equals to breadth equals to what? Height. They are equal. It's a square. This is a square shape. Don't forget that. Now, since it's a square shape, now it is clearly stated as a square shape. If it's not stated, you can assume that could be cuboid. It can also be what? Square. But it's clearly stated. Find the volume of this shape, which is a square shape. I mean a cube shape. Now, which I worked on, if I want to work on this thing, because this question was given by a positioning student, and I don't need to be wasting my time. Don't forget your Pythagorean what? 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. How do I use this? How do I use it to work? Now, I will pick up the 3x powering what? 3. 1 powering what? Minus 1 powering what? Is 0. Plus. The next thing I'll pick up 3. This is 3 here. Bracket of 3x powering 2. Minus 1 powering what? 1. And I'll pick up plus. I'll pick up 3 again. This 3. 3x powering 1 minus 1 powering 2 plus, and also I'll pick up what? Minus 1 powering what? 3. And this will be powering what? Is 0. Let me make it so clear to everybody. Plus 3x powering is 0 minus 1 powering what? 3. Now, can you see? I'm just using the binomial expansion to make things easy for me. Now, since I have this, I can now say that what? Here will be 27 s cubed, because I'm talking about 3 times 3 times 3. And the x times x times x. Anything raised to power 0 is what? Is 1, which it has no effect. Now, 1 raised to it will be minus, and it will be what? 9. 9 times 3, it will be what? 27s squared. Now, what is left here? This is a square, don't forget that. Minus 1 times minus 1, it will be 1. And 3 times 3, it will be what? Plus 9x. And also, any number raised to power 0 is what? Is 1. And minus 1 in 3 places, it will be minus 1. This is the volume. That is, my volume equals to what? 27s cubed minus 2s squared plus 7x minus 1. Bracket of what? Centimeter cube. Please, it's very, very important. Centimeter cube. You can't do anything for now, except there are lots. Maybe the volume is given to you. It's possible. If the volume is given to you, you have to think of how to factorize it, which is you have to run to polynomial. I think I'm not yet to disturb your life there. Now, number 2, which is B of this question. I'm asked to find the surface area. My surface area of this shape will be equals to 6L squared centimeter cube. I mean square rather. That is the surface area. What I just need to do is that I will be having 6 bracket of what? What's our help? 3x minus 1 bracket of squared centimeter squared. Don't forget, because of the units, we are talking about shape here. Can't you see that? Look at this. I must be able to measure this from here to here. It has a, it has a distance cover. But the only thing is they are equal. They are equal. Take note of that. They are equal. Now, since I have that, I can now say that what? 6 into bracket of what? I have 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. I just open centimeter squared. Now, which I will be having this week, will give me 54 x squared minus 36 x plus what? 6. That is my what? Centimeter squared. Please take note of that. And it's good to put brackets. And this is what? Surface area of a cube. Now, I think I'll be stopping here due to time and other things. And don't forget, try as much as possible to subscribe. Try as much as possible to share across the friends. Try as much as possible to comment, and also try as much as possible to reach out to us for any help. Once again, thanks for watching.